Hey folks, this is Jake with Scala Coffee Gear, and today we've got a crew review of the Solis Scala Grinder. This is a very compact home grinder. It's in that budget range where it's kind of between an Encore and a blade grinder, and it really does perform super well for what it is. It's really small. It's about 5 inches by 7 inches by 10 inches tall, making it one of the smallest grinders that we offer, that we've seen in this form and function. And it has a couple nice features that make it great for most of your home brewing needs. So first, it has a timer on the grinder. The timer counts down in 5-second increments. So if you set it to 2, it will be 10 seconds. If you set it to 4, 20 seconds, so on and so on. I found that right around 6 or 7 is enough to fill up the catch bin, so you probably won't need to be going past 30 seconds. The catch bin holds about 70 grams of coffee, so it's just large enough for your 10 to 12 cup brewers, and it's definitely large enough to accommodate any of the smaller brewers, pour overs, even pressurized portafilters for espresso machines, things like that. Plenty of capacity here. Hopper, also nice and large. It's about a 10 to 11 ounce capacity depending on what type of beans you use, and it's big enough to hold most, just hold enough most of a 12 ounce bag of coffee. So I have ground some of this coffee here on each of the grind settings. There's 22 grind settings on this. It's a stepped grinder, so you have clicking grind settings and it will lock in place on each of those. And with these 22 settings, I've gone with setting 22 and then setting 11 right in the middle and setting 1, which is the finest that you can get. And the grind quality and consistency on this is pretty good. The coarse grind definitely looks like it's coarse enough for French press. Like most of these smaller grinders, inconsistency can be a problem with the coarser settings. There are some fines and particulates in there which are hard to be avoided on a cone grinder such as this. But overall, it would do you well in a French press. It might be just a little muddy, but I think it would do pretty good. This medium setting here, this is 11 on the grind setting, would be great as a drip, fine drip. The consistency really evens out once you're getting a little bit finer. There's not even any noticeable fines in this, nor are there any pebbles, large pieces in here. It looks like it'd make a really great drip brew. And then with the finest setting on here, I think it's pretty dang fine. It's definitely fine enough for espresso. I would recommend, because we're going at the finest grind setting that we have on the grinder, that we would only use this for pressurized portafilter baskets. And because you don't have that flexibility, you don't have any finer to grind if you need to grind finer, but the pressurized portafilters really do help even everything out. Overall, really great. And I will go ahead and test the grinder now just to show you how loud it is, how quickly it grinds. It's not the fastest grinder in the world, but with slower grinding, you do get a little bit less static, so there's always a trade-off there. So I'm just going to set it to 2, which is going to be about 10 seconds. I've got it set right now on right around 14, which is just on the coarser side of drip, and super simple. You just press start and stop after setting the timer, and you're good to go. All right, so we've gotten the grinding done, and as you can see, the catch bin does have a small hole on the top. It's not like a fully open catch bin. It's so you can get the grinds in there and it's a little less messy when you're pulling it out. Like most of the small home grinders, static can accumulate, especially up near the rim and on the sides of the catch bin. You're probably going to want a grinder brush for this, but waiting 30 to 40 seconds after grinding can really help eliminate this, because it's just static electricity, and static will dissipate over time on these plastic components. So we have this grind here, and it's about 10 seconds of grinding. I'm going to go ahead and dump this out for you here. And in my testing, I've noticed that 10 seconds gets you about 30 to 35 grams, which is right around enough for like a 5-6 cup brewer. So 15 seconds for like an 8 cup, 20 seconds for a 10 cup, and you'd be good to go. This is like a really nice little coarser of a drip setting, and not too many fines, not too many particulates. There's a little bit, but it looks like it would do really, really well. So overall, the Solis Scala is a great compact grinder, really, really nice for small spaces, and it definitely hits that price point where you're getting a lot better value than like a blade grinder, manual blade grinder, and certainly a lot better grind consistency, all in effectively the same footprint as one of the larger blade grinders. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it gave you some good information on the Solis Scala. And like always, we thank you so much, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.